Hey guys, welcome back. In today's video, we're going to create a walk cycle using the character that we did in the previous video. I need to mention that I've done a couple little adjustments. I did the torso. I changed the torso a little bit. I got rid of the shoulders so that it appears that he's standing a little bit more sideways. I changed his hands. I opened up his hands so that he appears to be walking. And I copied the right foot or the left foot and placed it on the right foot. And so I did those modifications just to make him look like he's standing a little bit more sideways. The other thing that I'd like to do before we get started is bring in a reference image. I went on Google, search walk cycle, and I grabbed this reference image. And let's go ahead and bring that reference image in. Go to object mode, add reference image. Boom, right there. It's on my desktop. Load reference image, and there it is. Let's go ahead and close this and let's go move this over, size it down so that it doesn't get in the way, and we're gonna leave it there. And let's go ahead and lock it. All right, cool. Let's move our character over a little bit. We're gonna move this character over, just selecting the armature and moving it over just a little bit so that it doesn't interfere with that reference image. A couple more things that I'd like to do before we get started animating is obviously change, like we did on the other video, change the appearance of the bones and the armature. I am going to use stick and display in front, and I'm going to turn off the names now, just so that we can get a better, cleaner look. One other thing I'd like to do is I'm going to add a stroke. Go to object mode, add grease pencil stroke. Go to edit mode by hitting the tab, selecting that stroke and deleting it. And what I'd like to add is a floor guide, just like we have here, so that we know the feet will be touching the floor at all times. So go to draw mode. I am working on that stroke that I added, and I'm going to go to draw mode, and I'm going to choose a red stroke with a radius of 20 and a strength of 1. That's cool. That's thick enough. And I'm going to draw just a straight line, a line from here to here, and I'm going to adjust it. Right there. And then hit return. In the stroke, I'd like to add another layer, and this layer will be our leg positions. I'd like to add another guide here for our spine. Exactly, we don't want to move them from here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to add another line right in this layer. Let's add a line from here to here and return. We're going to try to keep that hip bone right there. It's just going to go up and down. And what's going to move is the legs, of course, the arms, and maybe we'll lean him forward a little bit, but that hip layer, that hip bone will stay on that same guide. All right, cool. I think that's everything. So let's go ahead and start animating. I'm going to go to object mode, and I'm going to select the armature. Go to pose mode, and I'm going to select all the bones. I'm going to bring this up just a little bit, this timeline. And at frame 1, I'd like to create a keyframe for all of the bones. And I'm going to hit the I key, I, and create a keyframe for the location and the rotation of all the bones. So let's go ahead and get started posing him in the first position, the contact position. I'm going to turn on auto keyframe, and I'm going to move the hip down a little bit, and then this leg, the right leg, I am going to rotate over to here. This is the right leg, and the left leg over to here, and then rotate the knee, bend the knee over to here. So we kind of have the first position done just for the legs. Now let's work on the arms. I'm gonna rotate the upper right arm back a little, and the elbow down a little, with the hand back. Same with the left arm, over, and then this one over a little bit, just a little bit, and then the actual hand goes back a little. We're going to rotate the entire torso forward a little. And that's our first contact position. We're going to move our playhead over to frame 5 and work on our down position. Our down position should be that the entire character goes down just a little bit. We bend this leg. In other words, push him up and then push him down. Kind of like this. And then the foot hits the floor, which is this leg. This leg is kind of the same. We're just going to push him back a little bit. Back a little bit, and there he is. And we could actually push this back. So as he steps into that, he'll go down. The arms, they seem to be going back. So I'm just going to push this arm back and this arm back. And then that's it. That's all I'm going to do. I think we're going to leave the spine leaning forward a little bit. Let's go ahead and advance the playhead over to 10. We're going to do this every 5 frames. And let's work on this pass-through position. I'm going to select the hip. I'm going to push it up. I'm going to swing this leg around forward to about there. Bring the knee up to about there. And then this leg goes back. Oops, sorry, the leg. This leg goes back almost to a straight position. This will give him a little bit of a bend. And there. So I'm just going to push the entire body up for the pass-through position. In fact, I'm going to do this one just a little further back, right about there. Swing the arms forward. Swing this back. And swing this way. And that is our pass-through position. I'll just adjust this one a little bit. All right, cool. So from here, he goes up and swings that leg forward, this leg. All right, cool. It's looking good. Let's go ahead and go to the frame 15 and let's do our up position. That means he's pushing himself up with this leg. So this leg goes back a little bit. The whole body goes up just a little bit. Boom. He straightens up this leg. And he pushes himself up. And then this leg swings forward to about right there. Remember, he's getting ready to plant this leg over here. This swings forward all the way to the front. We're not going to get this position because our character is not technically in a side view. And we're going to push this arm back. We're not going to see that arm. All right, cool. Let's see what that looks like. So he's here and then he pushes himself up. Boom, he pushes himself up. That's the up position. And at frame 20, we're back in the contact position, but with the other leg. We're going to push this back a little and this back. Oops, not like that. Push this back and then this forward a little bit and then bring him down. To about right there. That's the contact position. And again, the arm stays about the same place. The back arm, we're going to leave. Well, we could maybe stretch it out a little bit. And that's our contact position for the left leg. See how that looks like. Boom. So we've got it here. Boom. And then all we have to do next is follow another set of positions. I'm going to speed up the video, but it's basically the same thing over so that we can end at this position where this leg, the right leg, is touching this. Right now we ended with this leg, the left leg in front, but we should end with the right leg in front. If I do let's go ahead and end it at 20 and hit play. He just jumps from the end position to the start position. Boop. But it's getting there. It's looking really good. I'm gonna fast forward the. I'm gonna speed up the video. Get the other side done. I'm going through the exact same thing again, except for the other leg. So I'm gonna give me some more 40. And then I will see you at the end of this. right, we stopped at frame 20, and I went ahead and did the other position. So before I do the last contact position, what I'd like to do is go back to frame 1 and go to object mode. Go to my stroke object. And in this layer that we prepared, I am going to draw out where my position is so that I can get the exact same position on frame 40. So check this out. I'm going to go to draw mode, and I'm going to even change it to green because I'd like to get this as close to this character as possible. And in fact, I could do the joints, the bones here. And just talking about this grease pencil, this is what the animators used to use, and they would actually take a grease pencil, an actual grease pencil, and mark up their monitors just so they can have a reference. Just like this, just like what I'm doing here. They would actually mark up their monitors with a grease pencil and then go over on frame 40 and pose this character exactly where I need him to be. So I'm going to go back to object mode, select my armature, go to pose mode, and start posing him, trying to match what I had here before. And I can see that those two line up right there perfectly. I can go ahead and start posing him. Right there, it landed almost perfect. There. The knee, I think, is where it needs to be. And I am going to rotate the arms right to there. And this one right to there. Boom. And I think I'm pretty good. I'm going to check, go back. It goes down just slightly. Let's push him up just ever so slightly. I'm going to push him up. Just like that. Check them. The arms seem to move just a tiny bit. So here, out just a little bit, and back. And we're gonna keep them. Let's go ahead and turn off this. I don't want to see this stroke layer. In fact, I don't want to see my armature. And let's hit play. You can see a little bit of a hesitation, and I think it's because we just need to end this a couple frames, maybe 39. And then let's hit play. There it is. Hey guys, so that's a walk cycle. Having a reference image to look at the positions helps a lot. And of course, this could use some tweaking, so a little adjustment. But all in all, it's done. Hey guys, I hope that this video has been helpful. I will leave the startup file in the description. And if you like the video, go ahead and hit the like button and subscribe, and I will see you on the next one. Thank you.